Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hopefully, everybody is doing great. Welcome to another Forex Talk Over Beer episode. So, tonight we got a special guest. We got Stefanos on. What's up, Stefanos?
What's going on, guys? That was an
Hey,
awesome intro. I like that.
you like it?
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
This
Yeah,
animation.
yeah, like it. So for the new people, welcome. I know most of you is gonna be watching the replay. We kind of stopped doing Forex Talk Over Beer for a little while, so the algorithm doesn't like us anymore. It is what it is. So don't forget to smash the like button as you come in. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to activate notifications so you'll know next time I go live. Because these days I don't stream very often, and you definitely want to know when I'm on. I'm mostly on Tuesday morning, for the people following me, Tuesday morning around like 7:30. I don't like to have schedule anymore, so that's why I go randomly. So you definitely want to activate notification. I think Stefanos also have live stream also.
Yes, I do. I do for my group. Not yet on YouTube, but I do for my
Okay.
group. I post them on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to go back and watch them, but for right now, it's just for the group.
Awesome. So the concept of the show is pretty simple. Man, we're gonna enjoy a nice little beer. So hopefully, Stefanos, you got something to drink, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Sandy. It's
All
funny.
right, sweet. So first thing first, we're gonna crack up this baby. And if you guys watching, make sure to go run to the kitchen, grab a drink. We're
Cheers,
gonna do the official cheers in just a second.
Probably should have waited.
Nah, that's okay.
It's funny.
Oh,
My
damn.
could be at the gym right now.
The last
Still
time
bringing
we
a
did
beer.
one, man. Whew, I was
You feeling
hammered.
good?
I was feeling it.
It was a great
Tonight
time.
I can't tonight because man, I got something after. But hey, cheers, man.
Cheers, my man. Great to be back.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking over there?
Woo. This is a nice double IPA.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.4%.
Beautiful.
Pretty smooth.
Beautiful.
What are you drinking?
I got
Beer?
a summer shandy. I don't even know how to pronounce Leinkugel. It's
Okay.
a let's see where's this come from? Milwaukee.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Chippewa Falls. That's actually, I don't know if you've ever seen Titanic, but I think that's
Yeah.
Chippewa Falls. That's what he's talking about with the
Okay.
ice
Makes
fishing.
sense. Makes sense. So before I'm sure you took some trades this week, right?
Yes, sir.
So usually what I do is that we break down some trades. We give some trade ideas, but before we get into all the stuff technical, let's have like a regular chat. It's been a while since we talked. For people that don't know, me and Stefanos met. I think it was with Wigs Don't Lie, right? With Raja.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So we were both in Raja's stream, and we took Raja's course. But maybe you want to give a little recap on like how you got started, when, where did you switch? Because I think you switched your strategy a little bit from what I've been seeing, and more fundamentals, I think maybe.
I've incorporated it.
Okay, so maybe like
Yeah.
give a little glimpse of like where you started, where you're at now, and what happened in between,
Sure. No, great question. So I actually started in stocks a few years ago. And when I started in stocks, all is great, but it's funny the way I describe this is I've always been very into history and geography. And being into history and geography, you get to learn about different histories and cultures of different countries. And being that that's an interest of mine, I naturally, and then also obviously being able to make a lot more money. You have a lot more leverage in the Forex market. Having that, you're able, that's what got my interest peaked, and kind of moved over to the Forex market. So started off with stocks, moved over to the Forex market. Hope everyone's doing well. I see everyone commenting there. And I actually started, again, like I said, with stocks, but then I found this company that was introduced to me. It was basically a bot. So that bot would trade for you and all that stuff. And at that time, I didn't know what MetaTrader was. I didn't know what a pip was. Didn't know what a lot was. I had no idea what any of this stuff was. I was just in the stock game. And at that point, I was still kind of a beginner, maybe 6 to 8 months into the stock game at that point. And, I remember contacting some guy that was in that same group. It was, I think it was ended up being a scam, but contacting him to help me set up the MetaTrader and get everything running and going for me. So he was very nice and helped me with that. But after that, I saw the bot was working, then it wasn't, then it was working, then it wasn't. I was like, this is not reliable. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn on my own. I'm gonna see what I could do on my own. And at that time, I was working with a company, a networking company, out in Arizona, and I ended up meeting my first mentor through that company, Brandon Leon. He's down in Miami, Brandon FX.
You mean MLM, right?
It was no, that wasn't an MLM. That was
Oh, okay, okay,
it was more of an Instagram growth kind of a company.
okay.
So I was helping people with that, and so I met him through that company, and ended up going down to Miami for about a week and learning from him how to trade. I paid him to teach me, and it was an awesome week. It was more so. I learned a lot about fundamentals, learned a lot about swing trading, but what I got out of that weekend was really a great relationship. He came to my wedding.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, he I mean, I've gone down to visit him after that. Like, we just became boys. Like, we would spend all day learning how to trade Forex. He was teaching me how to trade Forex with another couple of people. It was actually a buddy of mine that came down with me. And then at night he would show us around Miami. We would go out to Miami, we'd hang out on the balcony, have some beer, drink, enjoy ourselves, and then the next day we would do the same thing. But after that, what happened was I came back and just was really interested in Forex after that. So that's why I ended up finding Raquel. And, Raquel, being the mentor he was doing the same thing I've been doing over the last like 2.5 years, where
I want to pause you for 1 second. For a lot of people who's going to be watching this, want to be Raquel what? Raquel who? They're going to be like, oh, Raja, right?
Raja
most of the
Bank.
people know him by Raja Bank. Hashtag Wicks don't lie. So,
Yes, sir.
So you can continue.
100%. So he, I would hop on a couple Zooms with him and a couple calls with him, and he would just show me what I was doing wrong and stuff like that. And then ended up, joining Market Fluidity, got in that circle with Ted, Raquel, Monty, you, who else? Mac, Chris. Yeah, there were a lot of great guys in that group. Kerwin, still in contact.
Yeah, Kerwin.
I love Kerwin.
I need to bring Kerwin on.
Yeah, man. So and then after that, like, I was very into discipline at the time. So I was teaching other people how to be more disciplined, seeing somebody else that wasn't as disciplined on a daily basis, seeing how that could affect them mentally and with their trading. So that just reinforced me knowing exactly what I need to be doing in the market, and just honing down on my details, honing down on my system, and sticking to it, and just making good decisions in the market, not trying to over risk, not trying to overtrade. And people were asking me for help at that time. I would hop on Zooms with them, and after a while, I began to grow a little bit, especially from those streams. I couldn't thank Raquel enough with shouting me out with the journaling and stuff like that. So
I remember that. Yeah,
my following grew pretty quickly after that, and then lost the Instagram, but
we're gonna go back on that after that.
Sure. Yeah. So, and then it just became high in demand. Like, people wanted to hop on Zooms. I'd teach them, walk them through what they need to be doing, what they could be doing better, looking at some of their trades, exactly what I'm doing now. And it just became high in demand, where people wanted a course. People wanted, I said I should open up a mentorship and stuff like that. So just came high in demand, and I started it, and here I am about 2.5 years later.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
And I think you're doing, or maybe I don't want to confuse anything, but
yeah,
either partnership or you're doing a lot of stuff with Sharma also. So how's that going? Or are you guys still doing some stuff together? Or I don't know. I didn't follow lately.
I miss Sharma. She actually was able to get a really good job with the bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she wanted to go on the more fundamental side, and she got a good connect with a bank that she was very major bank in the U.S. I don't know if she wants to be saying it, but yeah, she's doing very well with the bank. I talk to her every now and then. She actually just sent over a really nice flower thing for me and my wife's anniversary. So
wow! By the way, congrats.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
I saw that little video on Instagram, and man, that wedding looked nice. Like that, not my wedding, but the honeymoon.
Yeah. Yeah, it
That
was a
looked
good time.
nice.
That was Puerto
Yeah.
Rico.
Nice, nice,
But
nice,
yeah,
nice.
Sharma is working with the bank, so legally she can't do any mentorship or anything like that. So, um,
Oh,
yeah. So, but again, we still keep in really good contact.
okay, awesome. By the way, guys, if you're coming in, make sure to smash that like button. If you have a question for Stephanos or myself, let me know. Post it in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to ask those questions either, because I'm gonna send it to Stephanos and he can address them on his Instagram. By the way, if you want to give a follow to Stephanos, his Instagram name is right there on the screen. So make sure to give him a follow. Yeah, so what happened with that Instagram account? Like, is that someone who didn't like you? Like, let's start.
I
Let's
don't know.
let's start some drama here. So,
No, I think it's someone that liked me a little bit too much. Someone was
mm,
trying to impersonate me, and they got a hold of my account, and or they started a new account that looked just like mine, same amount of followers, same posts and everything. So weird. And I'm getting like 50, 60 people messaging me like, I got this guy reaching out to me, and I'm never going to be reaching out to you guys. So just know that
yeah,
that's not me. And also, I'm verified now, so I won't be having that happen again, hopefully. But
yeah,
um,
yeah,
yeah, so 50, 60 other people, I had them report it. I reported it as well, and then one day I ended up reporting it a little bit uniquely, where I could report it specifically as somebody trying to impersonate me, and all of a sudden they disabled my account and not theirs. Yep, yep.
yeah.
Almost 9,000 followers, and
Boom,
right down the
gone. Yeah,
drain.
that
Yep,
sucks.
yep.
Because for people who don't know, it's just like building an Instagram following is really hard. Like it is really tough. It is really tough. And yeah, taking this away like in a second, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, I don't think that and then yourself and myself are living for followers. I think we're both. I think we had a little discussion about that just before the stream, but either of us, like, we don't really care about followers. We're there to help a couple of people. If we can help them, awesome. But of course, the amount of followers have an impact on how your content is being shared. And the more your content is being shared, the more chance you have to help people, right? So I don't think we do this for cloud. Personally, I don't do this for clouds. I'm sure yourself too. We had a discussion about that. But it's just like, it just sucks. It just just put it this way, it just sucks that you've been like building that Instagram following base for a while. I remember, man, those journaling, man. I started to journal because of you,
That's
by the
awesome.
way.
Good to
Yeah,
hear.
I
I've
yeah,
heard that so many different times, and that brings a smile on my face, because that's one thing that most people don't do, and it's one of the things that I got from my kind of professional career, but collegiate football career and playing in high school and stuff like that. Understanding how important film study was, and being able to study my opponent, study what I was doing right and wrong, and being able to take that into trading and treat it so seriously and start to enjoy it. I enjoy journaling. I enjoy the process of figuring out what I did wrong on a trade, what I could be doing better, what I did right, but how do I implement that in the next trade? That was such a intricate part into my trading. And I always say, like, SoftFX, as you know, the simulator, one of the most important parts of my trading career, if not the most important, but also Trello. Trello being, one of the best, most, it's such a great software. It's free.
yeah,
But it's also just like, aesthetically pleasing. It's got everything you need, all the categories, all the cards, all that stuff. It's great. And then I also
yeah.
use it for my group, where everyone puts their trades every single week into their Trello, or into the group Trello, and I go through them and I check over every single trade that they took for the week, and they get better from that. So it's been such an awesome software that I love.
Yeah, that's awesome. I use on my side. I use Trixie, which
Yeah,
is
I
yeah,
tried it.
which is a live chart. So it's the difference. You need to pay for that one. I was lucky enough to have a free access from the guy who built it. So I'm using it. I actually took a huge break on journaling. I shouldn't do, but I took a break on journaling. At one point, I was like, man, I'm just taking the same trade over and over again. So I'm like, okay. So I kind of stopped, but now I kind of start again journaling when I kind of switch from swing trading a bit.
Hmm.
So now I'm journaling a little bit more, but not as I wanted to. So I need to tap my hand like this and be
It's
a
just
more
like
constant
Like
on it.
even you being an experienced trader, it's like how much better can you be? How much more can you make on every single
Yeah,
trade, or how can you scale into some of these trades that you're taking and make more on them? There's so many,
totally.
even if you're experienced, there's so many different benefits to
Of
doing it.
course, of course. At this stage, just like being sloppy or being lazy, just like I'm being honest, just like
Yeah.
being honest. At this stage, just like, was just a little bit lazy. So we got Mattia here. Hi, what's up? What's up,
What's going
Mattia?
on?
Okay, so I'm sure you took some trades this morning. Do you still trade GJ?
Yeah, of course. Trade GJ, I trade gold, and I trade US 30.
Okay, so let's play a game. Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
let's just for fun. Okay, just for fun, and we'll go back to discussion. So we'll go back and forth,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think
Love it.
that's going to make it interesting. So let's put up the chart here. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's
Actually,
put GG on.
I actually
Oh
posted.
no! Don't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay, so tell me, do you have your entry for your trade on GJ?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just give me the price entry you got.
Okay, 171.
And this is gonna be fun. And by the way, guys, I have no clue. We didn't talk about this. I have no clue what's going on here. I'm just asking him his entry price level. What was it?
It was 171,637.
171,637. So kind of right here.
Six, yeah, 637.
Yeah, let's put it.
Keep looking at my stop loss for some reason.
637. So that was
So
your
you're
entry from this morning.
Yep, you're gonna
Okay,
guess.
and yesterday, did you trade? Did you trade GG also yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? That's a good question. That's the group Trello. Let's see, where's my Trello?
So Mattia has a question here. Mattia, fine. Have you got same idea about USD So I don't know. We're gonna take a look at USD in just a second.
So GJ,
Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, right? As you come in.
GJ this morning. Yes, GJ, I grabbed 26 pips. Should have grabbed a lot more on that one, but
That was yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday, you want the entry?
Yep.
Okay. 17th. When did I take this? Let's see. 170, 448.
448.
Just want to make sure.
So yesterday, let's put it. Yesterday, let's put it purple.
Hold on, no, it's not. It's not that one.
170.
It's 170, 763.
763. Okay, perfect. Okay, so just randomly, I just asked Stefanos two entry, one from today and from yesterday on GJ. I just want to see, because I actually took two trades also. I took one today and one yesterday on GJ, which has been a while. In all honesty, I kind of scalp less and swing more because I wanted to spend less time on the chart. But lately, the swing setups didn't look so good, so I kind of been scalping the last couple of days. So just want to check if we had like same vision on it or like what's up. Okay, let's see just for fun here 4 hour. So far that looks pretty close. Holy! So the green one is is today. Okay. So look at this. So the green line is your entry.
Yep.
And those one are mine.
Got on the break of the high.
So that one was my last entry, and the one I took on the for people been following me, they know I like to do this. I do the dogtail setup on H4, so I just call that for fun. I just wait for the tail to be formed, the wick, and once we break the high on the H4 at 9, this is where I get in, right? But I kind of took an early entry on that one based out of this engulfing candle right here.
Yep.
On the 1 hour, and after that, I went on the lower time frame and wait for that pullback right here. So. Actually, it was on a 5 minutes. Sorry, right here. So right here, right after that engulfing candle, right here, closing above resistance, and grab that entry, right? And yeah, so basically close that one. That RR sucked on that one, but we were getting on that major QP at 172. So I was like, nah, fuck that shit. It's been holding strong. So I just kind of closed. I should have left it on, but I kind of chickened out and closed it all in profit. So it is what it is. But I would like to hear about your breakdown about that entry right here. So let's do this here. Actually, wasn't taken on 30-minute.
It was taken on multiple different time frames. I could break it down for you.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I actually have. Let me expand this a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. There we go. I actually have the highlight video on Instagram that I posted. But what I was looking for, where we ended up tapping into 172. Is there a way I can show my cursor? Or no.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on, wait a second. I'm sure you can share your screen. Give me 1 sec here.
All right, I can share my screen.
Hold on. Can you setting? I'm sure you can.
If it's too much, don't worry about it.
No, just try. Can you? Hold on, wait a second. Share screening.
I'll present. Share screen.
So I'm gonna stop sharing mine. Maybe it's gonna let you share.
Let's see. Share.
Oh, I think something's coming. I think.
Sharing a window.
I saw. Hold on. Wait a second. Here.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bring you guys up over here. There we go. Oh no, it's hold on.
Did it work? No.
I'm trying to share screen. Window. There we go. It'll pop up. You see it?
There we go. I had to click add on stream. My bad, guys.
There you go. All right.
So, awesome.
So I was taking this. If you guys take a look at the price action over here on GJ and how the wish I had like the cursor from Zoom on here. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, what do? You grab an arrow.
Yeah, I can use the arrow. I hate the arrow on TradingView. So
look at this guy being picky on arrow.
I know, I'm being super picky, right? All right, so looking at the daily over here, the other day, the first trade that I took, I think this was Tuesday or Wednesday, we ended up just skyrocketing over here. Okay, so this was yesterday, but we just skyrocketed over here off of good fundamental news based on the fact that the Fed, not the Fed, but the government, the White House, and Congress came to an agreement potentially on the debt ceiling. So that added a lot of optimism. Plus, we've had some positively good retail sales data. It did not hit expectations, but it basically was much higher than previous. So that was also good as well. And then if you saw the earnings from some of the companies in the U.S., those came out better than quarter one as well. So that all added some optimism into the market. We got a very strong bullish candle close over here, bringing us right back up to that previous resistance of 172 that we've rejected over here in the past. And now looking over here, you have the next candle, the daily candle, ended up creating that bottom wick over here today, tapping into 171, 170, somewhere in that area, and then flipping bullish, and we closed bullish right around 172. Then looking at the 4 hour over here, what we were looking for or looking at the time was price over here. Again, ended up creating that high last night, creating that high during Asian, and then pulling all the way back down to this level. And we said that at any point in this area, price could end up forming some kind of a support before it wanted to retest the high over here and continue the buys from yesterday, right? So That's what I was playing. I was looking for during the live session over here, looking for some kind of a support to form. So this was London open. We ended up getting that strong push, engulfing candle, created that liquidity grab, flip bearish, and closed a strong bearish candle over here. So basically canceled that candle out, and we're still continuing down to find some kind of a support. Then over here on the 1 hour, now you're starting to see we're holding support right over here, right? Multiple candles. This candle ended up closing bearish right at that level, which did not hold a support yet on the 1 hour, but this candle did, right? Anytime you follow a bearish candle with a bullish candle, that holds support. Then this candle pushes up, closes right back at that area, and still ends up closing above that area. This candle pushes all the way down into 171, 250, flips bullish, and closes bullish right there. So now we're starting to see there's a possible support being formed. Then over here, we end up closing back below. And then what do we get over here? A huge fake out where we end up closing back. Get this stupid arrow over here. What we do is we end up creating this fake out because, again, we've been holding this support right in this area. We close below it, and then we close right back above it with a wick to fill and a strong close. So after we got that close right over there at 8 a.m., I'm looking like, okay, maybe we can end up taking a trade over here as long as this being the key level right here, this being a key level to see if we end up holding support in this area. So now looking at the 30-minute, the 30-minute ended up pushing up. I waited for data to come out. We had data coming out today, unemployment, fully fed manufacturing index. So wait for that to come out. And we created that top. We pull all the way back over here, but still close above that level. So we're still respecting this area, not to mention we get that strong 30-minute close right there. Then we end up getting this candle closing back into that area on the 30-minute. And
Bam.
This was 8 a.m. So 8:30. 8:30. So the first hint from me was the fact that we ended up getting this candle closing with no bottom wick. So this could go anywhere at this point. And plus, we got that strong close. We got the high formed. We pull back. Even though we closed below this area, there's no bottom wick. So now I drop down to the lower time frames. Now the 15-minute ended up holding this support before the data came out. 15-minute ends up closing below, no bottom wick. And then the data came out at 8:30 and just pushed us up over here. And I took this based on the 5-minute. And if you watch that video on my Instagram, you'll see me talking about 8:35 being a strong time
I was just
frame.
about, that's why I wanted to stop you because I, sorry to interrupt, but
You're good.
is it me or, back then we always had like that 8:30 push. Remember that when we were streaming with Roger?
Oh, yeah.
That 8:30 push-ish. And since it's been a while, like we don't have momentum around but a couple of weeks ago, I started to see this momentum coming back around like 8:30, because that momentum switched, I think, from 8:30 to 9:30 to 10 in the past months / maybe year. And now for the past maybe 2-3 weeks, I see something different. Like around 8:30, I see the volume I was seeing back then. Is it me going crazy, or have you seen the same thing?
No, you're not going crazy. It switches, right? Like sometimes you'll get, 1 week you'll be getting maybe 2 or 3 moves where price really pushes at like 8:12, right? This week we've been getting a lot of data at 8:30, like it typically comes out, but you got to pay. This is where journaling comes in. You got to pay attention to when price ends up pushing at those certain times. Mary's noticed that too. Yeah. So like this week alone, I've noticed 8:35 on both gold. I've noticed it on GJ, and I've noticed it on US 30. All different pairs. 8:35 has given us a great entry. And right over here, we get this fake out over here on the 5-minute. And again, this trade is really taken based on the higher time frames, because even though this happened over here and I'm trading on the 5-minute, waiting for this 5-minute candle to close, because again, I wait for the reaction to the news instead of actually trading the news. This was still based on the 1 hour, waiting for actually the 1 hour candle to close here, bottom wick forming, flipping bullish over here. And then I just waited for the 5-minute to close, waited for reaction to the news, took this right over here. with my stop loss right below that 5 minute. Secured at 1-to-1, and now price is still going. I'm risk
Crazy.
free
It's
right now.
almost it's crazy when you think about it. It's almost the same entry.
Yeah, pretty much.
That we have with just two. No, I wouldn't say two different thinking, but two different approach, and just like it's crazy.
It's price action. You know price
Yep,
action. I know price action. It's very
exactly.
simple. Trading is not that hard. I mean, I don't want to say it's not hard because it really I don't know what the word would be, like diminishes people's efforts and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
eventually it gets a lot easier, especially if things aren't on your mind. But yeah, it's very simple if you just stick to your strategy, wait for your certain setups, and just study price action and understand where price is going to go. Like I could read a naked chart. Yes, I use what I have here are trend lines that I like to use if they do make sense, where I could follow the market, but I'm not taking trades based on that.
Based on
And
yeah, exactly.
you also see these EMAs on here. These EMAs are very light in the background, and I use them as support and resistance. But you don't see me taking a buy if or a sell right over here if these two are crossing and price is continuing down. Like I'm not. There's no strategy behind it. It's just something in the background. But you could really erase all this stuff. And we could break down this chart right over here and know exactly where price is going to go based on how these candles are closing.
Exactly. That's one thing that I keep telling people is price action is key. And once you get that, after that is so, I wouldn't say easy, but I will use the word simple. Okay.
Very simple.
And that's so powerful because, and the major thing I think is time. Time will make it easier on your reading of the chart, because right now after a couple of years, dude, I don't know if you're experiencing the same thing, but I actually had fun this morning just for fun. I went on my smaller account and just wanted to be the just being having fun this morning. So I was just like, you know what, let me just, sorry for the f-bomb, but fucking around with the market. And I'm French, so I can use f-bomb. Okay, I'm sorry. But let me just have fun with the market and just read the 5 minute chart just for fun. I never enter on 5 minute usually. And once you get the price action, either on weekly, daily, H4, 5, it's all the same.
Yep.
It's all the same. It's just all the same. Now these days I can look at any chart and just like, and I'm sure you're experiencing the same way. I'm nothing special. Anyone that's been like looking at the same chart, the same price action for months, years, like 3 to 5 years, man, after that, it's like reading, it's like going on a bicycle.
Yeah.
It's just like it's simple, right?
Yep.
You know exactly what's going on. So there's nothing fancy, nothing crazy. And if you guys watching this and you just watch the breakdown on Stephanos and you watch his chart, you watch my chart, you watch Raja's chart, you watch like a lot of people's chart, look at the similarity. They are mostly empty chart. No fancy indicator, just zones, just zones mostly, even sometimes no zone, whatever, but just zones, couple lines there and there, but nothing crazy. Like sometimes I look at charts that people sent me, I'm like, what the heck? It looked like abstract art. It literally looked like, I don't know what happened on that chart, but just like there's everything on there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look at gurus trying to sell a course, having like so much stuff on their chart for people not able to understand. So they want make people to understand it. So they want to make people buy the course to understand it. Which is like doesn't make sense to me. But
it's a lot of it. I mean, listen, there's many different strategies out there, and I'm sure many of them work. But in my opinion, it's kind of like an ego thing when especially when you're trying to teach people and trying to teach beginners or trying to teach people that really aren't getting it yet. And you're trying to show them all these intricate parts of the trading system and everything going on, smart money concepts, all this stuff, when really you don't need any of that. And you can add that. Like I have people that come into my group and I'm not looking to change people's strategies unless they don't have a strategy. But like when they come into the group, I teach them, listen, let's figure out the way that you look at the market. I'll teach you how to read basic price action and be able to predict where the market's going to go. And once we do that, then you can start adding the indicators on there if you want. But the main thing is you got to build a house on a strong structure. You got to be able to build that foundation of knowing how to read a chart without indicators. Then you start adding them. You don't need them in the beginning. You need to learn how to unlearn everything that you learned and then start from scratch so that everything makes sense to you once you do have the indicators. Because then, I guarantee you, almost everyone that does come in ends up not adding those indicators on later on. They start to realize, okay, all I need is price action. Let me just wait for the setup. It's that easy. Wait for the setups. And back to what you were saying too, with all the time frames, like the 5 minute, the 1 hour, the only difference is time and strength. That's it. Exactly. It's a lot stronger on the higher time frames, but it's and also there's more time involved in those candles. There's more data.
Totally. Matty, in my opinion, GJ can reach 176, 864. Yeah, we can take a look at this, but yeah, totally.
If there's not enough fear in the market.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's been a skyrocket. Like yesterday, my scalp turned into like, I can't remember how much pips was it, but it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
It was actually went at Apple and just bought like a new Mac, a new AirPods, new
from
mouse.
That trade?
Yeah, from that trade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's just like, and I got way more like, and just that trade paid off like a lot of tough stuff. I'm going on a trip this weekend, just paid off with this trade.
Wow.
Yeah, that trade was amazing.
That's
awesome.
Like,
yeah, I went a little heavy on it, but that's the other thing. Also, when you've been watching the market like after like so many months / years, and scalping, I look at a lot of pairs now these days for swing, but I'm still only scalping GJ. So that's the only pair I do scalp.
The best.
Yeah. So I mean, for swing, it's a different idea. So you have no choice to look at other pairs, because if not, you'll be waiting for the setup for like weeks, which doesn't make sense.
100%.
So if you only trade one pair, you're kind of screwed. But yeah. So let's talk about the trade from yesterday. Have you talked?
Sure.
No, we didn't. Yeah. Hold up. Wait a second. Oh, that's stream. Here we go. Perfect.
All right. Let's go back.
Let's do it.
So yesterday,
let's do yesterday.
Yesterday, I'm kind of pissed that I closes way too early over here, because if you look over here at this resistance, we've rejected this area multiple times, right? So this area right here has been a major rejection in the past, and sometimes you're able to get some nice sells from these areas that we've been able to capitalize on. But right over here, we have been creating these higher lows. Got that strong close. It was really based on this candle right over here at 7 a.m. Actually, it closed at 8 a.m. here. And then on the 30-minute. And I honestly entered this a little early. I entered this based on the break and retest on the 15-minute, where we got that high created. We pulled back. You got that candle close above. But it was really kind of like a weak candle compared to the top wick. And then looking at the 15-minute over here, we got the high created. We pulled back. This candle closes above that previous resistance right there. This candle creates its bottom wick, past the high of that candle, and that was my entry right there. And my stop loss was not below this bearish candle, but right below these candles right over here, right? And then data ended up coming out at 8:30. Price ends up pushing up over here. And I ended up securing, what was it? Right around 17 pips. And then I ended up closing the full thing at 26 right here. And I was pretty pissed that I did that, because look at that.
Yeah, it went crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my god. God.
It was wild.
I had like 3 or 4 position on it. It's just like, it was like crazy.
Just so you know, like this would have been another trade I would have taken right here. Beautiful break and retest here on the 30-minute.
Yeah, totally makes sense. On the 171?
171. Yeah, right around there. Holding support at 171. But that was the other reason. That was the other reason I closed the full thing, because we tapped into 171. That's where a lot of people take profit, psychological number. So that's, you got to be able to live with your decisions too.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, I leave a runner, and typically I
Yeah.
would, but that situation I didn't.
Yeah, when you see a break and retest above that major QP, or call it whatever you guys want, like key level, whatever.
Mhm.
But like when you see break retest above like that strong level, most of the time, bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye, good sky.
I
Um,
fucked up.
no, you didn't fucked up, dude. You followed your rules. And in my book, this is very good.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
that's it.
typically I would hold it. So, it is what it is. Again, like I said, I can live with my decision. I won
Well,
the trade, good profit on it, but, I could have made a lot more. So those are
it's
the
like
ones you
this
look back.
morning. It's like this morning, my second position. I didn't even get it 1-to-1 in my second position. I totally fucked up on that one.
Damn.
So
The second one?
yeah, the second
Yeah.
position, I totally fucked up on the second position.
Yeah, the
But
second one was a little high.
yeah, that's why I kind of get scared. I was like, whatever. So my first position was really good. So it is what it is. So that's a good breakdown. That's a very good breakdown, man. Very good.
Appreciate it.
And okay, so let's say before we go back and forth on sharing screen, can you give maybe your vision on what's going to happen tomorrow, or trade idea, what you're going to be looking tomorrow morning or Monday morning, whatever? What do you
Sure.
got? What do you got in for our viewers here?
Somebody asked about USD JPY. Is she still in here, Mattia?
Yeah. I think she's here.
I can do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
do it.
trade USD JPY, but we could take a look.
Let's do it. Like it.
Figure be of use to someone. All right. So looking over here, very bullish pair over here. Also, you're getting a lot of strength in the US dollar over here. As you guys can see, the US dollar, that's why you're seeing that pullback on gold. US dollar is holding a major support over here. Previous resistance as well to the left that we've rejected in the past. Right now we're holding that support. So that's really what's pushing this up, plus the weakness in the Japanese yen right now. So all we got to do is just mark off most recent support and resistance. So we're holding that support. Looked like we had some kind of a resistance right over here that we're now breaking through. Fairly clean move to the left over here. So are we going to end up retesting that high? Very well could. Now looking at the weekly over here, I'm just going to readjust that. You got that resistance right over here to the left. Looks like we're holding a higher low, starting to push through this area over here and continue up. You got some kind of a resistance right over here to the left that we might end up rejecting, but we got a fairly clean move up into that area. And we also, get this arrow out, ended up breaking through these two wicks right over here. Actually, 3 wicks. Right, so now we're creating a new high over here and working our way up. So very strong bullish move right now. Looking at the daily, now we're just going to adjust our zones. Got that resistance right here. Got a fairly clean move, close right above that resistance right there. Bottom wick formed on the daily today, past the high of the previous candle. Fairly clean move to the left over here. Actually, I'm going to move this over here. Going to adjust that because you got that candle body resistance. You got the wicks over here to the left as well. We kind of closed below that level, but the bottom wick formed past the high, and now we're continuing up over here. And you got some kind of a resistance right in this area. Right? Now, this candle closed a very strong body. All these candles close pretty strong bodies. Barely a top wick over here. So either this candle creates a bottom wick, past the high of that candle, it continues up, or we're going to get some kind of a pullback because there's not much range on this candle anymore. So looking at the 4-hour, now you're starting to see the 4-hour starting to exhaust. Strong close, but a little bit weaker, and now a weaker close right over here. So at some point in this area, you can expect some kind of a pullback. You're getting a lot of people that are getting FOMO, trying to grab the buys up here and get the move back up. But I guarantee you this thing's going to pull back to 137, anywhere in this area right here. Just like we talked about on GJ. So now looking at the 1-hour, you're starting to see we've rejected this area multiple times. This candle, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, all rejecting that area. So are we going to pull back into this support? Are we going to pull back down into this support and continue down? Now, these are the times where, I don't really like trading against the trend, but there could be an opportunity here depending on the range. I'm just going to get rid of this.
Oh, for day trade or scalp, maybe?
Yeah, for a pullback over here, you got about 65 pips. That's definitely enough on GJ or on UJ. But I would definitely be waiting for some kind of a retest over here before taking this down because you're now counter trend trading. Right? So I would wait for something like that, wait for a solid close below that level to continue down. Let's see, 30 minutes. Okay, so right now it looks like we have a previous resistance right over here. If we fake that level out, I could see price definitely continuing down. You could definitely end up getting something like this over here. If this candle closes below, because a lot of people are taking profit up here, banks are taking profit, they know there's going to be people trying to milk this trade out and try to continue this thing up, but this thing is due for some kind of a pullback. Don't buy the high up here, right? But once we do pull back and then continue up, you do have this clean move coming up into this area right over here. Fairly clean move over here to the left. Now, again, that's really what I see, or not what I think. I do see it as well, but you guys really want to make sure you're trading what you see, not what you think. And we do definitely see bulls over here. So don't marry the sells, right? And don't think it's definitely a buy either. Just sit back and wait to see what price gives you. Sit back and wait to see how candles close, and then you guys will be safe. I'm finding better to trade Forex with mean reverting technique. Not sure what that means.
I'm finding better to trade Forex with mean revert. I'm not sure either. So, Mattia, maybe rephrase that question because I'm not sure. My idea on Euro USD long, maybe I can take a look at that one. All right, so
you want to do your USD?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And just want to show also the trade from yesterday. Like we had the same idea. We totally had. When I look at your breakdown, we had the same idea. I just went a little earlier than you, I think. Because if you look here, sure. What's up, doggy? What kind of dog is it?
He is a Maltese.
Did I send you dog food for your dog? Did I?
I don't think so.
I never did.
Oh.
Fuck off. Okay, so after the stream, send me your address. I'm gonna make sure you get some food.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Is it like your company or?
Yeah. One of my business. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we actually manufacture dog food. We actually sell on Chewy in the US. Chewy.com. Okay. Yeah. So I'll make sure I'll do the transaction through Chewy, so you'll receive it in the US to your door.
Appreciate it.
So
let me shut him up for a second.
That's fine. All right. So we were looking at GJ right now. Okay. So if you remember, Stefanos, the red line here, the green line was the entry for Stefanos from yesterday. Hold on, wait a second. Was it yesterday or today? Today was today. Oh, actually, Stefanos, you did enter before me. You actually did enter before me. Yeah, so the purple line is Stefanos' entries. My entry is right above here on GJ, and this is where I got in. You know where we were talking about that break and retest above 171? Yep. That's exactly what happened. Beautiful. So this is exactly what happened. So I waited for the major QP. So if I switch my screen here, you'll see I got my major QP here. Nice. So major QP right there. Purple line, so 171. So we got a break retest, boom. So what I did is I went on a lower time frame because if you look here, this is the 15, right? So 5 minute. Where are you? Right here. Perfect. As soon as I had my engulfing candle right here, and we broke above and closed above the major QP, I took the trade in, put stop under those wicks, and write it up. And myself too, I find myself I was like, shit, I should have held this thing. But I had 3 position. Actually, If you look on this screen, this is where I got out on this trade. Hold on, wait a second. This is where I closed my first position here. Hold on, wait a second. Where am I? Damn, I'm lost on my screen. God damn it. Yeah, so this is where I've closed my first position. I had 3 position. And here is where my 2 other position went.
I got close.
So right here. Yeah, so beautiful. I got a screenshot for the viewers right here.
Beautiful,
so,
man.
I had 2 position, like did close like around like 45 pips each.
Good shit.
So yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, those break retests above like major QPs or key level, bank level, whatever the guys you want to call it. But yeah, those are pretty strong usually. And the other thing also is you're looking at GJ and you're looking like GJ is like, wow, what the hell? Hold on, sorry guys. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Perfect. So if you're looking at the daily is bullish definitely, right? So we finally created a new high here on GJ, which is great. The 4-hour basically had a pullback, which was perfect. And if you look at this pullback based out of the fib level, we're rejecting right at 382, which is, we all know it can be a rejection level. And if you go on a 1-hour, this is where you got your entries. Anyways, long story short, let's go to Euro USD because I enough talking about GJ. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So Euro USD, I do not scalp or do not day trade. So I'll give you my view on a swing potential. So here is what I see for Euro USD. So Euro USD weekly, we see it bullish, right? Right now, we're getting the pullback inside. I called it the weekly golden zone, which is the pullback inside that 50 and the 618 level right here. So I don't have to have a lot of lines on my chart. So that's why I just put my golden zone right there. And once it's there, there's 2 ways I'm going to be trading this. Okay, so the first way will be a retest of previous structure that was broken to go to the upside, or if we get a deeper pullback, it's going to be either from there, or maybe my last resort is going to be from the safety net I called, which is right here. I'm going to put that orange because it's safety, right? So I'm going to put that here, and this is from there. So that's going to be my last result to take that buy. Once we get into those zones, either 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to go on the lower time frame, but making sure that the daily is still bullish, right? So I need I basically need 3 time frame in sync. Okay, so I need my weekly bullish, I need my daily bullish. So now if you look at the daily right now, is the daily bullish right now, guys? The daily is bearish right now, right? So the daily is bearish. So I need the daily to go back bullish, meaning either here, breaking this to go up, right? Meaning we're bullish, or whatever price decide to go here. Let's say we do this, and we go here. Now, this is where I'm going to look to get in. Okay, so I need my daily to go bullish. So for now, for me, Euro USD is not close to be ready. So that's why on my checklist, it's orange. It's in the zone, but not close to be ready. Because I need the daily to go bullish first. And after that, I need the 4-hour to go bullish. And once that's done, I go on the lower time frame and I wait for a trend switch on the lower time frame. So that's basically it. So right now, Euro USD, I would say take your time if you're swing, because basically, we don't know now. We don't know because this can keep dropping. This can keep dropping. We don't know that we're going back up. We have no clue. Yes, the weekly is bullish, but the daily is bearish, and the 4-hour is bearish. So we can continue down. So
yeah, and dollar now too.
Yeah, and if we do this and we go up, that doesn't mean we're going up. It just means we're doing the pullback to maybe go lower. So yes, if you want to do a day trade, maybe look for a pullback here. So if I was day trading or scalping Euro USD, I would wait for something around this area, to short it. But for swing, I would definitely wait. So that's about it.
Nice.
Man, so let's see here. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I want to see if we can find our old episode.
oh damn.
Right?
Yeah, that's been a while.
Let's see.
Let's close this and not close this, but just switch screen here. Boom. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while. Like I can't even remember what year was it.
Got 4,000 subscribers. Good shit, man. Now,
Thanks, man.
is this all from like live streaming?
Yeah,
So you feel like you've built up your audience from YouTube?
from scratch.
Wow, that's awesome. How long do you feel like that took you?
Oh man. I would say like 2 years and a half.
Do you suggest that I go live on YouTube?
Yeah and no. Okay. So the reason why I took so that's a good subject actually.
Yeah.
So the reason why I took a huge break, it's because of stupid people on YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
I was like done of those stupid question and like, there was always those kids, asking dumb question and just I don't want to. Sorry guys, I don't want to say anyone's dumb. It's just like someone comes to me, doesn't know me, doesn't say hi, doesn't say nothing, said, "Hey, show me your result." Like, get the fuck out. It's just like, dude, I've been streaming for the past 3 years. I'm trading freaking live with you guys. I'm taking trades with you. I'm showing you my pip count. Like, get the fuck out. Just like, so those kind of people kind of piss me off, or stupid question, like repeat question. I was like, at one point, I kind of was tired, so I took a huge break. I took a full summer off streaming. I was like, screw this. But the thing with YouTube is once you stop, you're screwed. Like right now we got 15, 20 viewers. We're gonna get probably like around like 2, 3, 400 views. But I used to have like hundreds of people on Forex Talk Over Beer. I used to have like on my live stream, I used to have thousands of people. Like
Wow.
if you look at the viewers on the most videos, I think we had like 9,000, I think 10,000.
Wow.
So those times we had like 1,000 people live streaming with us. But the thing with YouTube, it's great, but once you stop, you kind of screwed. So if you do it, you got to do it like all out. And that's the thing now these days. The thing is, I don't need YouTube. I'm not selling anything. Yes, I have my course, but I don't need, like, I'm sure you're like myself. I don't need to sell a course to live. I don't give a
Hmm.
fuck. No one buys my course. I'm
Hmm.
making money out of trading. Okay. So I don't
Oh,
give
yeah.
a crap. I don't give a crap. I don't push my course. I don't advertise my course. I don't say this and that on my course. It's just like I don't ever talk about it. So I don't need to sell it. Okay. So I don't need to have viewers on my stream. I'm doing that, like I said earlier, to help some people. If I help I'm one person, I'm good. You know, but of course, I would love to help more people at the same time. But the problem with YouTube is you got to go all out.
Oh, yeah.
So, like recently, I went back on streaming because I just like to be on like once in a while, just to give a couple updates, give trade ideas. So that's what I do now these days. I do Tuesday morning, but compared to before, I was doing, dude. Before it was crazy. I was doing Tuesday and Thursday morning live streaming, and I was doing Wednesday, Thursday night Forex Talk Over Beer. So it was 4 times a week live streaming.
So would you? I mean, if you were to go back and do it again, would you do it 5 times a week?
No, no, not 5 times a week. Like,
I'm
look at
thinking about
Charlene.
doing.
You know Charlene?
Who?
Charlene? Charlene
Charlene?
FX? Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlene. She was in the market fluidity also, right?
Yeah, I remember her.
Okay, Charlene is she's live streaming, but she's taking breaks because she's like, oh, she's finding that tough. She's like, and the problem, the thing is, the thing with I personally was okay live trading,
Hmm.
but at one point you like you kind of like, you enjoy being quiet, or
Yeah.
because don't forget that the other days I'm trading live with my students,
Hmm.
right? So I don't need to be on YouTube. I'm trading live with my students. But
Yeah.
now these days, I took a huge break of live trading, and the reason why is because I switched my trading style. I switched my trading style to more swing than
Hmm.
scalp.
Hmm.
So most of the time, I just update my chart, but the setup happened, at different time of the
True.
day.
Yeah.
So even if I live stream every day, it's not like scalping. Like scalping, you can have like a setup show up like every morning.
Hmm.
You know, so that's also why I kind of took a step back from live streaming, because it was not kind of worth it, and I found it myself, and that's interesting. I found it myself often forcing a trade when I was live streaming
Mm.
because I just wanted to give something to
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
So that's something also,
Hmm.
because you got that. Even if you don't want to, you got all those people. Like back then, I like had thousands of people watching me trading live, and
Hmm.
you want to give something to the people,
Yeah.
So and yes, trade went well, some went bad,
Hmm.
but I was like looking at it after. I was like, nah, I should have waited a couple minutes after, and then the trade was better, and this and that, you know. But I found myself forcing trades,
Yeah.
so it is what it
I
is.
found that when I started trading live in front of people too, it's like you just want to give them something. You want to be able to trade, and you don't want to miss a move in front of people. It's very common.
Yeah,
It's a different. You go. I've always said like demo is way different than live trading. Like if you're demo trading, I highly recommend it if you're first starting out or trying to figure out your strategy. But um, demo trading, you got to go to live trading at some point. You got to do the real thing, but it's a whole different game. And then when you go from live trading to live trading in front of people and showing results, that's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother animal. So, now I can only imagine taking that next step, going from trading live in front of other people to now trading live in front of a whole YouTube audience. I've
yeah.
just been debating it. I bought a whole computer to do it and all that stuff, and trying to figure
Yeah,
out if that's
same,
something I actually want
same.
to
I
do.
got I got this baby here to do
Nice.
live stream, but yeah, man. So David, shout out to Sasha for still being here for us after all this time. Cheers, cheers, buddy. Cheers, but dude,
Cheers,
my
man. David Johnson. David Johnson was a very good running back in the NFL.
really,
Oh yeah, David
damn,
Johnson. Who did he play for? He was on the Texans and then he went to the Cardinals.
damn. So you follow a lot of football still?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
big
What
Jets
other
fan.
sport do you follow? Do you follow other
I
sports?
I follow the NFL. I follow the NBA, and I follow the UFC
Okay, nice.
and
And what's
baseball. I'm a Yankees fan, but
baseball? Oh
I'm not
yeah,
that big into
obviously.
baseball.
What about you practicing sports? I
What
know
was that?
you train. I know you train, but what other sports do you practice, or do you
So
practice any sports?
I used to play football in college. I played 4 years at a college in New Jersey, and other sports that I play. I don't know. I run. I box. I play golf. I love golf.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. My wife loves tennis, so we play tennis. I like pickleball. Pickleball's been cool.
Yo, let me go get my paddle. Let's play live. Dude, I'm
Oh, yeah.
so into pickleball for the
It's
past
so
two
fun, right?
years. Like a year, almost 2 years. Yeah,
My grandpa
almost.
loves it. He plays every day.
Yo, I was yesterday night. I was playing pickleball. Like pickleball, like because when you say tennis, like stop tennis, bro. Like all the pros from tennis are switching over pickleball now these days.
There's a big
It's
rivalry, right?
it's crazy.
It's a
Have you
big
watched?
rivalry.
There's a league called the MLP, Major League Pickleball.
I watched it.
Gary V owns a team.
Is he
Um,
really?
yeah, dude. There's pro football players that you probably know. I don't know, but there's
Pro
pro
basketball
football players
players.
that owns teams of MLP. Yeah, and I think Shaq actually owns a team. Is it Shaq or I can't remember? A basketball player, very famous. I don't know them. I'm sorry, guys.
Fight Dirk
Um,
Nowitzki.
What?
Dirk is big into pickleball.
Okay,
Dirk
so
loves it.
so there's a lot of famous people owning like major league pickleball team now these days.
That's funny.
Crazy,
That's
crazy. I didn't
funny.
know you play.
I
So
love
yeah,
it. I love it.
it's
My grandpa
fun,
plays it
dude.
every day. He's obsessed with it, and it's
There we
good. Keeps
go.
him busy. Keeps him in active.
You're in New
So,
York, right?
no, well, now I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm up in the
Oh,
Poconos.
oh,
But
nice.
I grew up in New Jersey, about an hour away from the city,
Okay.
south, right in a beach town. And me and my wife were actually going to move to Florida, and then we went. I took her to Cyprus for 2 weeks, and we realized that being a plane ride away from home is going to be way too much, especially when we're thinking about having kids, stuff like that. So we're thinking about other places that we could possibly live because Jersey was getting way too much, and I don't know. We wanted something new, a change up, and so her
But you don't
family
want to
started.
go far.
We didn't. No, I mean we were open to Florida, but we just didn't want to be a plane ride away from family and friends. It's too much.
Okay, I
Um,
understand.
yeah, but we her family's always come up to the Poconos, and in the summer vacations. Then when she met me, she started bringing me up when we would do like these winter weekend Airbnbs up in the Poconos in Woodlock Springs, where we're actually going to buy a house. Um, it's like a golf course and everything, restaurant. That's where we go to the gym every single day. Um, and I fell in love with it too. And we were like, what about Woodlock? So we found, a house up here and trying it out, and now we're gonna buy once the market corrects.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Market will correct. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
That
hundred
is for
percent
sure.
correcting.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
By the
actually
end of
looking
the year.
to buy two houses in Mexico right now.
You buying two houses in Mexico?
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah. It's just for short-term rentals.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's like the market over there is so good right now to
Oh, I bet.
buy. Like our dollar is so strong. Like like even the Canadian dollar is strong over there. When
So,
that tells you something.
are you doing
So
Airbnbs or what are you doing?
no, I'm gonna buy like one condo and one house, but I use a company that do the maintenance over there. It's a friend that I know over there that's real estate, and he's gonna hook me up with a company that actually take care of maintenance and everything. So,
Project
but
man.
once because I was actually looking to Florida also, like, but just the price is just stupid. You're just
It's crazy, don't know.
like I got one of my student. Look at this. I got one of my students sold his house for like I think it was like $700,000. Okay, and he bought one house and two condos in Mexico with that, which is renting two condos and living in the house.
Good for him.
Crazy,
That's awesome.
crazy.
And he's
And
living
it's
in
and he
Mexico
still
now?
have money. Yeah, he lives in Mexico now.
That's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a wild
So
move, but good for him.
yeah, good for him. Yeah. So yeah, it's like
Is
you
he
gotta
still a U.S. citizen?
Canadian.
Oh, he's Canadian. Okay.
Yeah, he's
So
Canadian
he had
also.
like a
So
vacation home in Florida?
sorry.
He had a vacation home in Florida? Like what was he doing down there?
No, yeah, he did that in Mexico.
Yeah, but didn't he have the house in Florida and then
No, the house was in Quebec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the house was in Quebec, so he was Canadian. Sold the house in Quebec and took the money and bought the rest of it there.
Nice, man.
So yeah, man, it's already like an hour and so it's crazy, man.
Been a good
Always,
good episode.
always. Dude, we're gonna have to do that more often because I got so many stuff I want to ask you, and
Yeah,
damn,
I'm
it
down
went
to
so
do another
fast.
one. I don't drink beer during the week. So this is a rarity for me. I'm like typically right now I should be in the gym. So I feel I'm happy we're doing this, but
No,
I'm
it's fun. It's
disappointed.
fun. It's fun. And honestly, like doing that one right now just tells me like I need to do some more because it's totally fun. We didn't script anything. We didn't figure it out. It's just like we'll go as it goes, And
It's
there
fun.
now that we're going, like I got so much more question I want to ask you now. But it's always like that, It's always like
We'll
that.
do
It's
another
as
one.
you go, So we'll do another one for sure.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
do another one.
absolutely.
Um, and for everyone that did interact in the chat, I didn't mention that because this was a surprise. But anyone that did comment in the chat, I'm gonna actually give away this magic key right here, because Magic Key just sent me a new magic key, so I think I'm gonna give away this one. So I'm gonna do that for the next couple weeks. So every time that someone comment on, even for people watching the replay, okay. So if you mention, do a fire emoji, do whatever you guys want to do, just mention something. I'm gonna put your name on the wheel, and this how would I about to say December? Well, April 30. I know. Hold on, wait a second. We're in May. What am I saying? Where's my calendar here? Okay, so May 31st, I'm gonna do the draw. Okay, so actually, let's do it. June 1st. Yeah, June 1st is going to be Forex Talk Over Beer on a Thursday. So June 1st, I'm going to do the draw. So for the next couple of weeks, everybody showing up on Forex Talk Over Beer or the live stream, comment something. I'm going to grab all your name, put it on the wheel, spin the wheel. And every day is a separate entry. So if you're coming in today, you did comment something. Not every comment is going to be an entry, but at least you did one comment, one entry in the wheel. You can win this magic key here. And yeah. So, little giveaway.
Awesome.
So Stefanos, thank you so much, man. That was a blast. That was fun.
Yeah.
I think we dropped some cool stuff.
I think last time we did this, we got loaded, didn't we?
Damn, dude. And that's why I was careful, because this is empty since a while. I went super careful because tonight I got something. But next time we do one, I'm going to make sure I got nothing after.
We got to do it on the weekend. Let's do it on the weekend for sure.
Okay, let's do it on the weekend. Okay, so we'll do it on the weekend, and we'll go for like 2 hours. We'll go on for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Friday night. You good?
On a Friday night or this Friday night?
No, on a Friday night.
Yeah, we can do a Friday night. For sure.
So let's do a Friday night.
We'll schedule something. But
yeah.
We could do plenty of chart breakdowns. We could, answer questions. We could do all that stuff. So
and once we get loaded, man, subject can be like,
oh yeah. We'll get crazy. We'll get crazy.
Let's start some drama into the FX industry. That's gonna be fun.
We can do that. I'm not a big drama guy.
No, I'm not a big drama guy too. I'm the one who actually started the hashtag FX no drama.
You did. I think I do remember that.
You remember that, right? Yeah, that was like crazy. Anyways, I had like Captain Inquiry going crazy.
Captain Inquiry.
Captain Angry. I call it like that.
Oh, okay.
You probably know. You know who I'm in, right? Like Capital.
I think
Angry.
I do.
Capital Angry, Captain Angry. Same.
Oh. I knew what you're talking about. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh well. Oh well, this was fun, man. This was fun. So guys, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We're definitely going to do another one. And don't forget to give a follow to Stefanos on Instagram. Let's build back that Instagram, man. Following base. Yeah, let's build this back.
Tons of free value on there. Tons of breakdowns. Tons of just psychological stuff, self-improvement, all that stuff. So whatever you guys want to see, let me know. But it'll be a good follow, I promise.
And you know what? If you're free on a Tuesday morning and you want to jump on a live stream with us, you're more than welcome, buddy.
I'm down. All right. If my students could come also, that'd be awesome.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay,
let's do it. Awesome, guys. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, very appreciate your presence here. We're gonna be live again on Tuesday morning for a live trading session, and again on next Thursday. So again, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I know we're Thursday, but I'm going off on a vacation tomorrow morning. So this is my weekend starting until next Tuesday. So take care, guys.